Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Today I wanted to do a tutorial on how to create this look. I have purple lipstick on right now, which I know a lot of people have wanted to try and have been really hesitant to do. So I've just done a really subtle eye that I will show you guys in the tutorial because I think purple lipstick is a great trend. It's one that's continuing into fall. So while this is a very light summery one, I will do another in fall or as fall is approaching a little bit closer to that time, so maybe end of August, beginning of September, and I'll show you how to do a fall-based tutorial with purple lipstick as well. But for now, this one's kind of summery, it's kind of light and fun, so stay tuned for that tutorial. I've also chosen a day that I'm going to be putting up all of my videos from now on. They will go up weekly on Thursday mornings, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe. I cannot talk today. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll chat to you later. I'm going to pull my hair back in a clip, and then first thing I'm going to put on is my foundation, MAC Pro Longwear in NC 15. Anyway, I'm going to apply my foundation with the Sigma Round Kabuki F82 brush. I wanted to do a purple look too because I find that with a lot of clients, most people have said that they're kind of scared of the purple trend or the fact that you know, you can wear purple lipstick. Some people like it, some people don't, so if you don't, no need to leave nasty comments or anything like that. Just, you know, just don't do it yourself. Some of the Maybelline Corrector because put on under my eye. I like to correct the spots there because I have really, really dark under eye circles. It's insane. So anything that's like a darker spot in my face, I like to put corrector on. I find it works really, really well. And then I put more foundation over top, like after it's set and dried a bit. Face done, concealer. I like MAC Pro Longwear as well. I've told you guys on more than one occasion that it's my go-to concealer. As you can see, it's almost done. Anyway, so this is NC 15 as well, from a pasty skin. So I'm going to squirt a little bit of that on my hand. So I don't have a lot. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I'm just going to put that under my eye. I always get it up into the corner, which most people don't with their concealer, which they really should because that's where your under eye circles start. That's where a lot of the coloration starts. And I always pull it across my eyelid because it does the same thing as primer for your eye. It'll hold any like eyeshadows on that you want, and it'll also get rid of any extra pigment that you've got on your eyelid. So it really kind of blends everything together. Okay, so face all covered. I'm just going to quickly dab over it with a powder brush. I'm going to be using L'Oreal's True Match in W2 because again I'm so white. And I just lightly set it. I don't need a lot of powder, just enough to get rid of some sheen. I know some people like a really matte look. I don't need that in the summer. And to be honest, I think it's a little bit of a losing battle anyway because through like heat and whatever, you're going to naturally sweat and glisten, and to have a matte face in the summer I find oftentimes looks a bit bizarre. So I'm going to only lightly powder, which is what I've done. So what I'm going to be using is the Sedona Lace palette, which I know a lot of people have seen before. And this one is their colored palette, so there's tons of color options on there, which is what I love. So what I'm going to be putting actually all over my lid first is, what am I going to put on? I'm going to put on this lighter pink here, which is this one up top. I don't know if you guys can see. And then I'm going to mix it in with this sort of peachy color over here on this side to kind of give it just a light base, because again, I don't want anything crazy on my eye, is put that all over my lid. And you always want to pat it on. You don't want to like pull at your eye skin because it's so delicate. So I'm just putting it all over the lid. So you've got some of that pinky base that you can see. It should be fairly light. You don't want anything too crazy. Of course, if you prefer a more vibrant look and you want to have a more vibrant look, then absolutely, you know, go for it. There's nothing wrong with doing that. So now that I've got that sort of pinky base, which I don't even know that you guys will be able to see because it is super, super light, I'm actually going to take, and sorry, to put that one on, I used an E55 Sigma brush. I'm going to next put on, with the Sigma Taper Blending E40 brush, I'm going to use a purple color, and for this one I'm going to use this base color here, this sort of darker purple. So we're almost going old school Barbie shades here, or the 80s. And I'm going to put that in the crease of my eye and just kind of fluff it in the crease just to give it a little bit more color and to kind of blend in with the pink of what I've done on my eye already. I'm pulling it all the way in, but most of it will be focused on the outside, and I'm trying to pull it across the lid as well because I want it to blend in. So you can see that I got some color on there with the pink and purple. I'm going to do it on the other side now. To create a faux liner look, use the Sigma E11 brush and line the underside of your lower lash line with the same dark purple that you used in the crease of your eye to further the look. Okay, so before I go on with any more eyeshadows, I'm going to put or fill in my brows just because they're non-existent otherwise, which I could probably do a separate tutorial on this, but I'm just going to keep it where it is. So I use Annabelle eyebrow pencils for mine. My eyebrows are quite thin, so I like to define them a little bit more. So what I'm going to do from here is to take the Sigma large shading brush, which is the E60, and I'm going to dip it into this shade here, which is like a creamy kind of white. And I'm going to use that as a highlighter under my brow just to accent it a little bit. And I'm also going to use the exact same color, and I'm going to actually put it on the inner corner of my eye just to make it brighten a little bit. So once that is done, that's actually all I'm going to do with my eye. So there's two lipsticks that I want to use. One is by, actually they're both by MAC, and there are so many wonderful purple lipsticks out there that people can try. I have a few on my blog that I've chosen as favorites if you want to check it out in the beauty section at fashiontranslated.com. But the ones that I'm going to use today, the first one by MAC is from their Pro Longwear line, and this one is, the lipstick is called Goes and Goes. So if you can see, it's kind of a smokier purple shade. It's really pretty though. And the second one is a smoky one, but it's got a little bit more of a berry kind of color to it, and this is Up the Amp, which is a really popular one by MAC. It's such a beautiful color. So I wanted to combine the two to use because I really think that they're quite nice. I'm actually going to line my mouth with MAC's lip pencil in Naked Liner. So I'm going to do that first. Yeah, this is such a nude pencil, it won't really affect the color. You can also use Lip Erase if you want by MAC, or just put foundation across your lips, that'll do the same thing. But just remember that if you are going to put lip liner on, to put it on your entire mouth, not just the actual lining, because the reality is that lipstick will be the first thing to leave your lips, and then you'll just have this weird line going around your mouth. So I always tell people to line your whole mouth. So I'm taking Up the Amp, which I love. It's such a gorgeous color. Okay, so this is the Up the Amp color all on its own. So you can see it is quite purple, which I love. I think it's great. I'm really, really obsessed with all the purple colors right now. I think they're so beautiful. But I wanted to give it a little bit more depth, so I'm going to take the Goes and Goes color, and I'm actually just going to put this in the center of my mouth. And then kind of blend it a bit. So just kind of deepen the color, as you can see, which again, I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, so that is the last step for the lips. Now what I'm going to do for the lipstick anyway, what I'm going to do is put over top an NYX Lip Gloss. And this is 122 Natural. And I just like it that it's a bit brown, so I'll just add another dimension to the lipstick color. So you can see the difference. That, and I always love a good gloss over top of the lipsticks that I'm wearing. I think it makes a difference. So those are the lips. And then for the actual blush, I've chosen two colors, or what I've been using is two colors with it. The first is MAC Melba and Matte, which I love, is really pretty. And then the second is by MUA Makeup Academy. Can't even get this open, hold on. Oops. There's the color there, and that is Marshmallow. And actually, I think I actually might use the Marshmallow. It's kind of fun. Okay, so we're going to use that one. And for those of you, if you've never tried MUA, they're great. They're blushers that are about just over $1 for blush, so you can't really go wrong with that kind of pricing. They're fantastic. So I'm going to start on the apple of my cheek. That's about all I need there. And then last but very not least, I'm actually going to put a little bit of bronzer on, just because I do like a little bit of a bronzy glow in the summer. So today I'm going to use MAC. God, I'm using all MAC today. That never actually normally happens. Okay, so I'm going to use MAC again, and I'm going to be using their matte bronze, which is this color, and I'm just going to be using a very, very tiny bit. So I'm actually going to apply it again with the E40 tapering brush from Sigma, and I'm just going to put a little underneath the blush that I've just done. And again, I don't need a lot. I'm really pale right now, so I don't want to put a lot on because it'll just look like my face is dirty. So I just need a little bit just to contour a teeny, teeny bit. I'm going to put a little bit along my hairline, my temple. And like I said, because I'm so pale, I really have to watch it, so I don't want to go too crazy. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my neck, just to kind of blend in what I've done. Now, I'm not going to put false lashes or anything on. However, those of you that would like a more dramatic look, and let's say you want to do this with a winged eyeliner as well, you certainly can. I just didn't want to for this one because, again, summertime, and ideally this would only take me a couple minutes, so I would probably just dash out the door. And no, I'm not putting a ton of bronzer on. I just keep putting in really small doses. That's why I keep rubbing it in. Anyway, that's probably enough. Okay, so now that that's all done, the last part is a little bit of mascara. Right now I'm using a specialized one because I actually have lash extensions on, which are so much fun for those of you that have been considering it or aren't quite sure. They're phenomenal as long as you've got someone good that's doing them. So I'm just going to put a teeny bit on because I don't really need a lot. And it just enhances what they've put on for me. Although I have to admit I kind of miss the falsies sometimes because they're so much fun. You can create so many different looks with them. And I'm going to put a little bit of mascara on the bottom lash just to open my eye that little bit more. And that is it, my lovely. So this is the look on how to do a purple makeup or how to create a purple lipstick look for summer. So hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and check in with me later. See you soon.